Hello, I hope that all of you have been enjoying your Labor Day weekend. Tonight's topic is coming out stories. I got 8 or 9, I think, of you who were willing to share your stories. I hope that this is helpful for those of you who have not came out yet. Maybe it'll give you ways that you can tell your parents or your friends or the rest of your family. Hopefully it will give you some courage to know that other people have been where you've been and felt what you felt. So enjoy these videos. I will talk to you in about 15 or 20 minutes when they're done. And I will also reveal the next topic that I want to do a video on. I'm planning for like Thursday night. So enjoy these and I will talk to you in a little bit.
My name is Jenna. I am 20 years old, almost 21. I came out as a lesbian when I was 18. In the most unexpected of ways, I kind of fell out of the closet, if you will. My father and I were both looking for a soccer game to watch, and we couldn't find anything, and stumbled upon, which now is a ruined movie for me, but Shrek. The first one, the good one. And the part where Shrek and Donkey are going across the bridge, and they make the Babe reference, that'll do, Donkey. That'll do. Came up, my dad just turned around and just flat out asked me, are you gay? And I had been building up the confidence for going on months to sit both my parents down and tell them that I like women. And I kind of blabbered on, and yeah, I am. And though I find it to be funny now, I truly was terrified. And reflecting upon it, my parents were very supportive. Both, actually. My father wanted to understand why I found women attractive. But the following day, I had asked my father not to tell my mother because I wanted to sit them both down. Because he decided to spread the word. And the very following day, my mom asked me, what's this thing about you being gay? I said, I am. Sorry, not sorry. And I got interrogated, which was to be expected. But she again was very supportive, though I was never afraid of getting kicked out. I still think my mom wants me to marry a man, but despite that, they have come to love who I am. My father always tells me he liked who I am as a person too, so that's definitely bonus points for me. But yeah, I can no longer watch Shrek without reflecting upon the day that I came out.
Hi, I'm Cassie. I'm 21 years old from California, but I'm living in Louisiana right now, and I am gay. I just wanted to share with you my quick coming out story. I actually didn't come out until after I married a man and had 2 kids with him. When I told my dad, he was actually really easy. He was just like, that is so awesome. You have a girlfriend, you're happy, your kids are taken care of, everything is good. That's super cool. So my dad was really excited about it. And he actually told me that he always knew I was gay because I wrestled in high school and boxed and did Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and a lot of really aggressive sports. My dad brought that up and said that he figured that I was a lesbian because of the sports that I played in school. My mom was a little different. She was not as open as I thought she would be to it. She called it disturbing at first, but she's nice to my girlfriend and they get along. She's coming around. I mean, it takes time. I'm just glad that they're both supportive of me and my girlfriend.
Hi, I'm Ari, and I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Rhode Island. I'm a lesbian. I came out to my parents separately. I came out to my mom through Twitter, actually. On my Twitter bio, I had 19, hockey, softball, yes I am. I thought it was really clever. And one day I was sitting at work, and she texted me, and she's like, yes I am what? And at that point, I was dating a girl for 2 years, and she asked me multiple times, kept saying no. When she texted me, I was like, can we talk about this when I get home? She said no. She wanted to find out now. So I texted her, you already know, like, yes, I am gay. And she was like, all right, okay, you have to tell your father. That opened up a lot, and I was like, all right, I will. At that point, I was looking into colleges, and I traveled up to Quebec to look at a hockey school. My mom said it was the perfect opportunity for me to tell my dad, but I didn't want to tell him in a huge car ride. On my senior night, my team wrote on my poster, you're the best lesbian I've known, I love you, like, tits, boobs, all that stuff. And my dad read it, and he was really upset, and he stormed out of my senior night. And I was really mad at them, one, because they ruined something you wait 4 years for, and because you don't know how to take someone who is really mad at the person you are. So I didn't talk to my parents for 2 weeks. My parents texted me, and they were like, come home, talk to us, blah, blah, blah. And when I walked through the front door, my dad gave me a huge hug, and he was like, I don't care who you're with as long as you're happy. So that was a really big moment that they accepted me. For advice of coming out, don't do it like I did. Be truthful, 100%. And don't be ashamed of who you are. If you're gay, bisexual, a lesbian, like, just be yourself and be truthful to your parents, and they'll accept you just the way you are.
I grew up in a Christian home, and from a young age, I always thought girls were prettier than guys. I always found it hard to be attracted to guys. In like 7th grade is when it kind of finally like clicked, and I'm like, oh, I'm a lesbian. I kind of had to hide it, and I still do, but my parents kind of know. What happened was one day I was just upset. My mom was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, I don't want to tell you because you're going to hate me forever. And she was like, no, I'm not. And I was like, I'm not going to tell you. She's like, I know you already think you're homosexual. And I'm like, my face just all turned white. And I was like, how do you know? And I was like, no, no, no. And I just denied it. You're just confused, and you need help, and you need counseling from our church. Now, I'm not allowed to go anywhere without her knowing the person, and it's a guy. I'm not allowed to have sleepovers. She thinks I'm gonna be influenced by the lesbian community. I'm trying to recruit more gay people, because they're like Jehovah's Witnesses who go and recruit people, right? That's what she thinks anyway. So freaking dumb, dude. Anyway, so I can't do anything anymore, and I can't go anywhere, and it just sucks.
My name's Brianda. I'm 22 years old. I live in Santa Ana, California. I'm the OC. Anyways, so today's topic is about coming out. It was really, really hard for me. A lot of pain, damage, being judged. What I want to start off with is with friends, well, people. It was really, I was supposedly bi. In reality, I just didn't want to really be judged. I just wanted to, supposedly look like, oh, she's with a guy, but she's just having fun and she wants to make out with girls or whatever. But in reality, I was never into guys. It was just hard for me to come out, and it took a big step for me to come out. And when I did come out, my friends, supposedly, they were like, oh, it's not you, you're too pretty. Excuse me, I don't have to be pretty. I don't give a fuck if I'm pretty, ugly, skinny, fat, whatever. That doesn't change, who I really am. And just because I'm pretty or whatever people say, that doesn't mean I should be with a guy. Coming out to my parents, that was really hard. It took me a while. I can really say that I barely came out to them about a year ago. It was the toughest thing ever. It was so much pain. I think that's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I did post, something that my mom sent me that was really hurtful on Instagram, just to show girls, like, look at the pain that some of us have to go through, and a lot of you girls are fucking lucky and blessed because you guys have parents and family that didn't judge you when you came out. I wish I had that. I don't, but I do pray and I hope to God that one day my parents will love me for who I am. I lost my best friend, I lost my mom. I'm sorry. It was really hard to come out to her. She was the closest thing I've ever had. We barely talk, and it sucks, but I'm happy. I know that I'm gonna wake up and marry who I want to. So I just want to wish everyone out there the best, and don't be afraid to come out, even if it hurts, because in the end, you're gonna be happy. Bye.
I'm Beth. I'm known as Biz. I'm 20 and I'm from Reading, United Kingdom, and I identify as gay, and this is my coming out story. So I knew from a very young age that I was attracted to men and women. I was about 8 years old and I had a massive crush on my best friend. Me and her did quite a lot of stuff together, like went round each other's houses as friends do. I kept my feelings to myself and didn't really act on it until I was about 14, and I was finding women from like telly and stuff like that very attractive. I was intrigued, so I told a few friends of mine that I thought I was bisexual. Some of them took it well, like they didn't really understand, didn't really care. Others didn't. Rumours were spread, people told teachers, and as it was a Catholic school, that was uncool, and so I was like, oh no, it was just a joke, yeah, it was nothing, I didn't mean it seriously, and so I went back into my shell and back into the closet, as per se, finding women attractive, but I dated men to kind of hide it from not only my friends, but I wanted to be normal. I wanted to be seen as normal. So I dated men, slept with men. And then I went to college and I was a bit more open about my sexuality there. To those who were kind of against it, I wasn't open about it to them. I just kept myself to myself, really. And college was where I had my first ever lesbian kiss. I had my first lesbian relationship in January and it lasted 3 months. Admittedly, it wasn't the best relationship. It still confirmed to me that I loved women and I wanted to be a woman and I couldn't see myself with a man ever again. And so, yeah, since then I've identified as gay. I told all my friends. My friends, again, are really lovely, really accepting people. And are really happy for me now, and I've seen a change in me and how confident I am now as a person, which is really kind of them, really sweet of them. Technically I still haven't told my parents yet that I'm fully gay, but I don't think that's important. I don't think it matters at the moment. All my family know that I'm pansexual. So I've still yet to tell them that I am fully gay now and I do identify as fully gay. But I think I'm going to tell them when I start at university again, because again it's another year, it's another start. But yeah, that's me, that's my coming out story. To those who still haven't come out yet, who are possibly older than me, wait until you're ready, because you know when the best time is. There is no rush. And when you feel ready, I tell you, it'll be like a massive weight off your shoulders. Honestly, I feel the relief already, and it's fantastic. It's so nice to be able to be who I am. There's no more being trapped in this metaphorical closet anymore. It's such a nice feeling. So when you do come out, you will feel relief. So that's me. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Hi, my name's Ilea, 22, from Cocoa Beach, Florida. My coming out story is pretty simple, actually. My stepmom and my father, they always told me that they would love me no matter what. One night after, I guess he noticed that me and this girl started getting a little closer. We talked all the time and whatnot. She always came over. He just, like, came into the room, and she was sitting on my bed. I was sitting on the chair, and he asked us what we were doing. I told him nothing. He looks at me, and then he looks at her, and he's like, "You know Aaliyah's a lesbian, right?" And she just starts cracking up. My dad starts laughing. I'm sitting there. I feel my face flush, turn red automatically. And ironically, the closest thing to me was my closet, so I got in it. And I was closing the door, begging my dad to get out, until I heard him actually shut the door. When I opened it, she's sitting there laughing on my bed, and I couldn't really say anything else. That was just it. We never really talked about it ever again. It was just that was the end of it. He just knew.
I'm Kelsey. I am 22. Well, I will be on Wednesday. I'm from Colorado. My coming out story is probably the same as a lot of other ones. I came out when I was 17 years old. I knew obviously far before then that I was gay, but I did not come out to my very religious family until the age of 17. Through my whole life, I was taught that being gay was a sin, that you would go to hell for it, along with many other different things that come along with a very religious family. I went to an evangelical church, meaning they are by the book, meaning the Bible, and that's what they stick to. I remember the day that I came out like it was yesterday. I told my parents that I was dating a girl, and at that point I was called disgusting. I was told that I would go to hell, and then I was actually kicked out of my house at 17 years old. At this point in my life, I was a senior in high school. I was doing varsity basketball, and I was forced to move out with my girlfriend, who was at that time 5 years older than me, so she was 22. She was working 2 jobs. I was working a job, going to basketball, going through high school, trying to get ready to graduate, and I no longer at that point had a family. They changed the locks on the doors to the house. They changed the locks on the codes to the garage doors. They changed the code to get into the gate that gets into my neighborhood. My family was absent. I had nothing to do with them for about 5 months. I finally moved back in there. This was a super hard point in my life. I was told all my life that being gay was not okay, and becoming something that you were taught to never be, it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. I was constantly finding religious books and different Bibles that were going to tell me that I was going to be okay, that it was okay to be who I was. And that was probably the hardest part of those few months while I was on my own, really. I guess during this time, it was hard for me because I'm usually a very energetic person and happy and social, and I dropped all my friends at this point because it's easier to tell someone that you don't want to hang out with them rather than them tell you that they don't want to be friends because you're gay. So I kind of distanced myself from all of my friends, and I was very depressed. I remember being suicidal at that point. It was shitty. I have now come quite a long way since then. I am absolutely 110% confident in who I am as a person. I believe that I'm a good person inside and out, regardless of if I'm gay or not. My money in the aspects of religion, I now find myself questioning it and trying to refine it. I can't tell you if I ever will or if I will not. My religion was a very big part of me for a while, and a lot of things now are questioned by me, so I'm certainly trying to figure out my place in this world and as far as religion goes, but other than that, I am completely 100% happy with my life, and I could not be happier.
Hi, my name's Savannah. I'm 20 years old, and I live in Delaware. I'm a lesbian. I first came out when I was 16 years old to my mom and a few other family members. I first told my mom that I was bisexual because I wanted to lay it on her easy. It didn't go that way. She kept questioning me about my sexuality and pressuring me to meet a guy, marry a guy, and all the other stuff with a guy. So when I was 18, I came out and I told my mom the truth that I was a full lesbian. She yelled at me for the way I dressed, for always having my hair up, and just everything that you could possibly imagine. She also told me just because my dad accepted my Uncle Chris doesn't mean that he would accept me. I wouldn't know because my dad passed away when I was 12, so that's still a question I'm asking myself of how he would feel about me. I moved to Delaware not too long ago because of living in a small town. I lived in a small town which openly gay people couldn't be themselves. You got ragged on, you got made fun of. So I took it one step and I moved to Delaware with my brother. I moved in with my brother because he's like a father figure to me and I'm more open being with him. I went from cutting my hair to changing the way I dress and being openly about my sexuality. I can express it however I want. I don't get judged here, and that's one thing I love about being here. My friends, they accepted it. They knew. They're like, oh, Savannah, don't worry about it. We know. We still love you. Several years later, my mom is now starting to accept it more because she's facing the fact that I'm not going to change. And that makes me happy. But she always did tell me that she's going to love me no matter what. Our relationship is getting back to the way it was years before I even came out and told her anything. And I'm happy about that. That's how the family doesn't know because I can't be open with them. My mom's side of the family doesn't really know. So I look at it this way. I am what I am. I'm not changing for anybody. And I am openly gay. And I'm proud of it. Thank you.
I truly was terrified.
It was really, really hard for me.
I'm just glad that they're both supportive.
I didn't talk to my parents for 2 weeks.
My family was absent. I had nothing to do with them for about 5 months.
I lived in a small town which openly gay people couldn't be themselves.
I wanted to be seen as normal, so I dated men.
I always found it hard to be attracted to guys.
It takes time.
They always told me that they would love me no matter what.
I kind of had to hide it, and I still do.
I was called disgusting.
It's not you. You're too pretty.
Reflecting upon it, my parents were very supportive.
Wait until you're ready, because you know when the best time is.
Don't be ashamed of who you are.
I am what I am. I'm not changing for anybody.
I am absolutely 110% confident in who I am as a person.
There's no more being trapped in this metaphorical closet anymore.
Alright ladies, so I hope that you enjoyed those videos. I hope that they are helpful or comforting to those who have not been through it yet. My next topic is to be determined. I kind of wanted to do a topic based on you telling a 2 to 3 minute story about your very first relationship with a girl and how you knew you were attracted to girls, like what age and all that kind of stuff, or religion along with being gay. So for those of you who are gay or bisexual and are also strong participants in a certain religion, comment below, DM me on Instagram, or shoot me an email and let me know what topic you think would be best. So the choices are how and when you knew you were attracted to girls and what your first relationship with a girl was like. And then the other topic is religion and being homosexual. So drop a comment below or send me an email at thelesbianlounge@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram and kind of let me know what topic you think would be the best choice, or what one you would be more interested in watching. I will talk to you guys hopefully on Thursday. I will be posting on Instagram, collecting all the people who are interested in making videos for the topic that I pick, or the topic that you guys seem to be more interested in hearing about. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I hope that you have an awesome rest of your Labor Day and have a good Tuesday. I'll talk to you later.